Did you know that 90% of top performers are skilled at managing their emotions, even in high-pressure situations? Think about that for a second. How often do your emotions drive your actions, sometimes in ways you regret later? Ask yourself, how different would your life look if you mastered the art of not reacting impulsively? In a world that thrives on instant reactions, the real power lies in the pause. Today, let's talk about the life-changing art of emotional control. Wherever you are in the world, I want to welcome you to this powerful conversation on mastering your emotions and taking back control of your life. In fact, comment below where you're tuning in from. I love seeing this amazing global community growing. And if you're passionate about becoming the best version of yourself, hit that subscribe button and share this video with someone who needs it. Let's grow together. Now, let's get real for a moment. Most people think success comes from talent, intelligence, or luck. But in truth, one of the most underrated skills that separate winners from quitters is emotional control. It's what allows you to stay calm when others panic, to respond with grace instead of anger, to make decisions from a place of wisdom, not emotion. Today, I'm going to walk you through 6 simple yet transformative habits to master emotional control and protect your peace, productivity, and happiness. These aren't gimmicks. They're backed by science, psychology, and real-life results. But first, let's face the hard truth. Emotions are not the enemy. They are essential. They inform us. They guide us. But unmanaged emotions, they're like a wild horse with no reins. Have you ever snapped at someone you love and instantly regretted it? Sent an angry email or text you wish you could unsend? Let fear or anxiety stop you from seizing opportunity. We've all been there. In today's fast-paced, pressure-packed world, stress, anxiety, and impulsivity aren't just personal issues. They spill into our relationships, careers, and even health. Unchecked emotions can damage relationships, leading to unnecessary conflicts, careers by causing reactive decisions, health through chronic stress and anxiety. The good news? You can train your emotional muscles just like you train your body. Let's dive into the habits that will help you do just that. Habit number 1, pause before you speak. This is the cornerstone of emotional control. The moment emotions take over, our brains switch from the logical, reasoning part, called the prefrontal cortex, to the more primal, reactive amygdala. This is when we say or do things we later regret. But here's the thing. A simple pause can create a critical gap between emotion and action. Research shows that even a brief 5-second pause can reduce the intensity of the emotional response by signaling to the brain that you are in control. It gives you the chance to ask yourself, is what I'm about to say helpful, necessary, kind, or am I reacting from a place of ego or hurt? For example, the next time someone sends you a snarky text, instead of firing back, put the phone down, take a deep breath, and walk away. Let the wave of emotion settle before responding from a place of clarity. This practice not only preserves your relationships, but also builds a reputation of emotional maturity and respect. And remember, silence is often more powerful than words spoken in anger. Habit number 2, choose your battles wisely. Energy is a finite resource. Every argument, every petty drama, every pointless debate drains you, not just emotionally, but mentally and physically. The emotionally intelligent person understands that not every battle is worth fighting. You need to ask yourself powerful filtering questions. Does this truly deserve my energy? Will this matter next week, next month, next year? Am I fighting to protect my peace or to prove my ego right? Here's an example. Someone criticizes your choice of clothes or career path. You could engage and try to defend yourself. But ask, does their opinion truly affect my life path? Is this worth disrupting my inner peace? Often the answer is no. Mature people understand that letting some people be wrong about you is the ultimate flex. Walking away isn't weakness, it's self-respect. Habit number 3, shift your perspective. Life is going to test you. Challenges, failures, betrayals, they're inevitable. But how you frame these moments determines whether they break you or build you. Instead of being stuck in victim mode, learn to shift your inner narrative. Every setback has a hidden lesson. Every failure a redirection towards something better. For example, when Thomas Edison was asked how he felt after failing 1,000 times to invent a light bulb, he famously said, "I didn't fail 1,000 times. The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps." That's the mindset of winners. They don't see obstacles. They see opportunities to grow, refine, and strengthen. Whenever life hits hard, ask, is this happening to me or for me? What am I being called to learn, release, or change? Perspective is what turns pain into purpose. Habit number 4, let go of what you can't control. Anxiety thrives when you try to control the uncontrollable. The truth is, much of life is outside your grasp. Other people's opinions, the economy, the past, the weather, the traffic. Try and control these things is like trying to hold water in your hands. It slips through and leaves you frustrated and drained. The key to emotional peace is radical acceptance. Accepting that the only things within your control are your actions, your mindset, and your attitude. Use the powerful serenity prayer as your guide. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. When you let go of what you can't control, you free up emotional bandwidth to focus on what truly matters. You show up to life lighter, calmer, and more resilient. Habit number 5, practice deep breathing. Your breath is your anchor. Most people underestimate how quickly the body can hijack the mind when under stress. When you're anxious, your body goes into fight or flight mode. Heart rate spikes, muscles tense, breath becomes shallow. But by consciously slowing and deepening your breath, you tell your nervous system, I am safe. This engages the parasympathetic nervous system, which calms your body and clears your mind. Try this practical exercise during tense moments. Inhale slowly through your nose for 4 seconds, feeling your belly expand. Hold that breath for 7 seconds, allowing your body to settle. Exhale fully through your mouth for 8 seconds, releasing tension. Repeat this cycle for 2 or 3 minutes, and you'll feel a noticeable shift in your state. This isn't just a stress relief hack. It's a tool for decision-making, emotional reset, and regaining composure anytime, anywhere. Habit number 6, forgive for your own peace. Holding on to resentment is like carrying a backpack filled with stones. It gets heavier the longer you carry it, and it exhausts you mentally and emotionally. Forgiveness is often misunderstood. It's not about condoning bad behavior or letting someone off the hook. It's about saying, I will no longer allow this hurt to control my emotions, my actions, or my life. When you hold on to bitterness, you remain trapped in the story of the past, reliving the pain over and over again. But forgiveness allows you to rewrite that story and move forward lighter and freer. A powerful exercise. Write down the names of people or situations you feel resentment toward. One by one, say, I release you. I forgive for me, not for you. You may have to do this daily at first, but over time, you will feel the emotional chains loosen. Remember, forgiveness is a gift to yourself, not to the offender. It's a declaration that your peace is more important than your pride. Let me share a real-life story that illustrates the power of these habits. A client of mine, Sarah, used to struggle with intense emotional outbursts, especially at work. Every minor disagreement would trigger defensiveness and anger. She knew it was hurting her career, but she felt powerless to change. When she started practicing these 6 habits, especially pausing before speaking and choosing her battles, Everything changed. She shared how the first time she paused and chose to walk away from a heated email thread instead of firing back, she felt an instant surge of empowerment. Over time, her colleagues started noticing her calm, collected demeanor. She began leading with influence, not reaction. And yes, she got that promotion. The lesson? Emotional mastery isn't about suppressing feelings. It's about responding with intention and maturity. It's about reclaiming your power over your reactions. And when you do that, you protect your peace, your energy, and your future. Because your life changes the moment your thinking does. Let's recap these 6 transformative habits for emotional control. 1. Pause before you speak. 2. Choose your battles wisely. 3. Shift your perspective. 4. Let go of what you can't control. 5. Practice deep breathing. 6. Forgive for your own peace. These are not overnight hacks. They are daily practices that, over time, will shape you into a calm, grounded, and powerful version of yourself. Now, tell me in the comments, which habit are you going to try first? I want to hear from you. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more tools on mastering your mind and life. And check out this video right here on Insert Related Video Title for even more powerful strategies to become unshakable. Remember, the greatest flex in today's world is not reacting. It's protecting your peace. Until next time, stay calm, stay focused, and stay powerful.